If a client tells you they've got family in the business, you've already lost. At least that's what most agents believe. So they'll grovel, they'll trash the cousin, or they'll just walk away. And all three cost them the deal. But here's what almost nobody realizes. That client didn't tell you no. They handed you one obstacle between you and the sale, and there's a way to clear it without ever making them choose between you and the people they love. My name is Coach K. I've been in real estate since 2004, and I've coached agents all across the country. Brand new agents starting from zero and agents with a few years under the belt, all the way up to agents that are grossing hundreds of thousands of dollars in gross commissions. And the pattern I saw over and over was agents treating this moment like a fight they couldn't win, when it was really a door the client left open on purpose. I had an agent I coached call me a while back, and she was pretty crushed. She spent 6 weeks with a buyer showing every weekend, answering texts late at night, a couple of offers already written. Then, right as they were getting ready to pull the trigger, the buyer goes,
"Oh, by the way, my cousin just got her license, so we're probably going to go with her going forward."
And here's what she did, and I don't blame her because it's the natural reaction. She started selling. She listed off everything she'd done, everything a brand new cousin couldn't do, every reason she was the better choice. She turned it into a competition between her and the family, and the second she did that, she lost. Here's why that fails every time. The moment you make it you versus their family, you've picked a fight you cannot win, because nobody chooses a stranger over their own blood. So the groveling, the discounting, the little digs at how new the cousin is, all of it just makes you look desperate and makes them defend the person they love. You're treating it like a rejection when it's actually the opposite. Think about it. If that client had truly decided to use their cousin, they wouldn't be standing in front of you telling you about it. They'd just be gone. The fact that they're still talking to you means the door isn't closed, and what they're really hoping for is that there's a way through this that doesn't cost them the relationship. So here's what to do instead, and it hinges on one realization. If you push them to choose, you haven't removed the awkwardness, you just moved it, because now they have to reject someone they love. There's a hard conversation waiting on both sides of this road. So the winning move isn't to make them choose at all. It's to turn the family member from your competition into your collaborator. So here's how it goes. Step 1, you acknowledge the relationship and you mean it. The second they mention family, you don't flinch and you don't compete. You say, "I really respect that. Loyalty to family says a lot about you, and I never tell you to work against it." Right away, you're not the salesperson circling their cousin. You're the advisor who actually gets it. Step 2, you get curious about the family agent quietly. You're not attacking. You're just asking questions any good advisor would. How long has they been licensed for? Has she helped you buy or sell before? Does she do this full time? And does she know this area? You're not hunting for a reason to knock her. Finding out what your client is actually walking into. Step 3, you name the risk and you do it gently. This is the biggest financial decision most people ever make. And if things get tense in the middle of it, say an inspection blows up or the appraisal comes in short, your client's going to want someone steady walking them through it, not someone that's learning on the fly. So you ask, what do you think, or how do you think you would feel if things got rough in the middle of this and the person handling it had only been licensed for 3 weeks? You're not telling them to drop their cousin. You're helping them to see the spot they might be putting themselves and the relationship in. Step number 4, and this is the one that makes the objection disappear. Instead of asking them to choose, you offer to collaborate with the family agent. You bring the cousin in alongside you. You take the lead on the deal and everyone wins. Now, I know some of you thinking, "Coach, I'm brand new. I've never run a collaboration like this, and I might not have much more experience than the cousin does." And that's fair, so don't pitch this as something you've done 100 times. Pitch it as what you can offer. And even on day 1, you bring something a 3-week licensed cousin usually can't. You're full-time. This is your whole focus. You've got a brokerage and a coach standing behind you when things get hard. So it sounds less like a resume and more like this. Here's what I can offer you. Instead of having to choose, how about we bring your family in to work right alongside me? We handle the deal together and they learn the ropes while I make sure nothing slips on the biggest purchase of your life. When we close, we split the commission so they're taken care of and you get my full-time focus. They stay part of it. The relationship stays right where it should. Now there's nothing left to object to. The client doesn't have to pick between the agent they trust and the family they love because you just handled them both. And the family member who was your competition 5 minutes ago is suddenly the reason you got the deal. Here's what nobody tells you. This was never family versus you. It was family versus experience. And your client felt stuck because they didn't think they could have both. The moment you offer to work alongside their family member instead of against them, the objection doesn't get handled. It completely disappears because there's nothing left for them to choose between. So here's your one move from this video. The next time a client tells you that they've got family in the business, don't compete and don't make them choose. Say this instead. What if your family member and I work together on this? You get me full-time on your side, they stay part of it, and we split the commission when we close. Practice that line out loud until it's second nature because it turns the one objection that used to end your deals into one that wins them. Everything we just covered comes down to one shift. You stop trying to beat the people your clients love and you start finding ways to bring them along. But knowing how to steer a conversation like that in real time with a deal on the line is exactly the kind of thing most new agents are left to figure out completely alone. So if you want one-on-one coaching and support as you're growing your business and you want to know how to access it all for free, I have a link in the description below where you can jump on a call. We can talk about your business and how you can access our free coaching community. While on the call, you can ask me everything about the training platform to see if it's the right fit for you and your business. And if you're not ready for that yet, that's okay. Come find me when you are. In the meantime, I've got videos coming up on the screen about right now. This one right here breaks down exactly what to say when a seller asks you to cut your commission, because it's the same skill as today, holding your value in a conversation that feels personal without blowing up the relationship. Now be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm Coach K. I'll see you in the next video.